Everybody disco. Oh, hang on. I touched the laptop lid. I gotta adjust things. Everyone stand by, stand by. This isn't happening. Everyone no, here. Let's go away, go away. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Everything is perfectly adjusted. Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing has been done at hyperspeed after getting home late. But here I am. Okay, technically, I'm an hour and a half late, but, that's fine. It's employed person time. That's what I call it. I'll just show up when I feel like showing up, and I'll do whatever. And yeah, I've been streaming long enough. I think we're gonna hang up. Good night, everybody. Nah, I'm killing time. I'm making sure all of my lights and signals and boops and bops are all in the green. I think we're ready to go. So welcome back for another SnowRunner Wednesday. I did stream my last stream of unemployment on Monday was here in SnowRunner. I think I managed to pull out 4 contracts, which honestly was a little surprised I got that far, because I got the one with the big airplane that wouldn't fit through the bridges, and I was pretty sure that was going to be the end of the day there, but we got it delivered. I'm looking at the screen now. I've got it paused to preserve daylight because it's SnowRunner. It looks like I have just delivered the Stars trailer to the Wasteland, or at least the post-apocalyptic set. I think there were 1 or 2 other celebrity delivery missions first, and then 1 final delivery of the trailer, and then I think that wraps up that plot line. But we may actually have to work a little on the ski chalet repairs first. Did mention this is my first day of the new job. I'm going to wait until there's a few more people pestering me with questions in chat before I go into detail on that. Because if I'm just, talking to the 2 of you who are my most dearly beloved viewers, according to Twitch right now, I'm going to save until I have at least 6 beloved viewers. Hey, Grogu! Welcome in. Who is the Lone Jedi? That sounds like a riddle. And I don't think I'm going to be very good at riddles today, because I am tired. What I am going to do is a little bit of SnowRunner. At least until I got a few. There's a couple of people in particular that I know have questions about my first day of re-employment, so I'll save all of the story time for when a few more people have jumped in. Since I'm operating a little late on today's schedule, though, I'm going to go ahead and jump on into it. Let me take okay, yes, we're all looking good. I think the sound levels are all good today, because they should be exactly the same as I had them set on Monday. Monday I was playing this game, so I think I'm all good. Saturday, when we go back to Sea of Stars, I think I have to make adjustments again. Because Sea of Stars and this game, their sound levels are just a little bit different. And then things get a lot different if I move over to the Steam Deck. Let me get a check on where I actually am. Lost Trailers. Back on Mountain Ridge. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a vague, it's only been 2 days. I got a vague memory of looking at that once. Let me pop back over here. And yeah, I bet. So all of the movie industry missions and all of the Nordic environment missions are now locked. I have to take on some of the repair the ski resort missions. So I've got 1 big ski run with the stupid cabin zone at the top. Oh man, we got to build cabins. And then there's the frozen river that you can kind of drive down. I wouldn't recommend skiing it though. So, Lost Trailers. That step deck trailer has been sitting there forever, just mocking me in the face. That is a good one to get started with. Where did I put... Oh, that's right. I have left... over on this map. This is where my sweet, sweet baby the Taiga has been waiting around. It's loaded up with all of the long logging stuff, but I haven't run into any further long log requirements. Okay, that's where the long logs live. I'm going to drop the trailer over there. I think I can do this quickly. I want to drop the trailer over there. Then I'm just going to recover the truck back to the garage so I can put the low saddle back on it. Let me lay out just a little bit of course plotting here. Yeah, so I'll go put the low saddle on, and then we'll go grab that step deck and get it delivered, because once I've got the truck geared for that, it's a real short trip. Was there... Yeah, for some reason I thought... Can I get across here? No, I don't think so. Nah, I don't remember that. Yeah, I know I can get across here, so let me just queue this up real quick. Actually, this will be a more direct route to the logs. Oh no! Wow, how did it put it over there? There we go. Oops, nope. Forgot to pick the right truck. We are a little low on fuel. That's... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. Oh, wow. That's quite the start. Oh, no. Oh, no. I hit the wrong button. There we go. There we go. I got to bump it to 1. Wow. So, I was low on fuel anyway. Okay. Not my original plan, but we're gonna pretend like none of that happened. We're just going to leave a sideways trailer up there. Someone will go find it later. Actually, you know what? The P512 is right nearby. I'll have him run up the hill later on to go do that recovery and drag it back down onto the pavement, and then someone else can drag it over to the long logging later on. We're not long logging now. I haven't looked ahead to see where the long logging missions are, so they may be a while. Right in my ears. Welcome in, Vicky B. That is the right sound effect, too, for you. That just jumps right in my ear holes with the headsets on. You are distinctly one of the interested parties that I'm saving workday stories for. I've got one other. Because everyone knows Nico's going to have so many damn questions. I only want to answer his questions once. So in the meantime, I'm actually going to, do some snow running here. I am swapping this over so we can carry a lost trailer. Fortunately, the lost trailer is on this map. And now we're full of fuel again. Luckily, Vicky B, you missed the part where I turned this truck almost upside down and had to abandon the logging trailer that it was pulling. We're going to pretend like none of that happened, and someone will go back for that trailer someday. But that day is not today. Deliver... Oh, hey, I just have to come right back to the garage with it. Well, that's handy. Oh man, we are steering funny. We got mud tires on pavement. That never goes well. Vicky B is on the scene. Oh, so clever with my wordsmithing. Oh. I haven't been driving fast trucks lately. I'm losing all control with this one here. Big downside to the 8-wheelers is they are decidedly slower than my sweet baby boy, the Tega. Let's see if I can knock you down with my horn. Nope, not quite. Good enough, though. Upright is for squares. Ain't that the truth, Daddy-O? You know what's also not for squares? All this Tokyo drifting I'm doing in this truck. We're going to be responsible here. We're going to try to avoid all the extra engine damage from knocking barricades out of the way. fuel tank damage, that's fine. You know, I always try climbing on this side, but it's got that stump that lives right there, and the real deep pavement drop-off, so someday I'll learn. But like normal, that day is not today. Mount up on the left. There we go, we're through. So a couple more corners, and we'll go retrieve the trailer, and then we'll turn right back around to take it back to the garage. A Jedi greeter is on the lookout. I don't remember typing that. It's probably just a little generative AI making up. I think I have this set to check in with me every 21 minutes because it's a weird number. Someone lost their step deck semi-trailer. I'm gonna bring it right back home for them. I have this terrible feeling that they're going to give it to me once I've delivered it, and I don't need an extra trailer, but luckily there's a trailer store right there at the garage. So we'll consider that an enhancement of our compensation package. I'm going to go with 4,500 will be the reward on this one. Plus some number of XP that is completely irrelevant because I maxed out the level counter a long time ago. Like a year and a half ago I maxed out the experience counter on this thing. Kinda wish that they had given it an improved level cap, just so that I could feel like I'm continuing to earn something, but I also don't want them to have 100 levels of actual explicit unlocks on things. That would get tedious. KDP has arrived. Sound effects on arrival are the best thing I ever invented. No one ever thought of it before. Oh my god, are you already hydrating me? Well, that pays out just fine. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, persons of all description, welcome back to the show. Coffee Monkey. Ah, good stuff. The good stuff. I accidentally / coincidentally saved one of my big birthday presents was some custom fancy ground coffee from someplace I'd never heard of before called Huxley. I have no idea how big or small they are. I'm guessing they're kind of small. But it turns out the Huxley was timed perfectly for the new job. So I'd had it once before today, but today we kicked off the new job with the super fancy coffee. This one happened to be a medium roast. I did mix it with the Creo brew, so it had a little bit of that mocha flair to it. Mwah, perfect. That got finished off a long time ago, so no Darth Mug for this evening's stream. If I'd had any left, well, I would have taken it with me. We had to go pick up Mrs. Jedi from not her most recent internship. Oh God, her internship. Project, but the preparation day for it. She got to ride down with one of the people that she's working with, but I had to go pick her up on the other side of the near town. Didn't have to go down to Portland. But, yeah. Unlike the original notion that... Wow, I hit that hard! Unlike my original worry that I might end up having to work until late and that might push the stream back, it was actually the Uber ride that kind of pushed me back a little bit. But then that also gave me a chance to wolf down an Italian combo sandwich for dinner. First, that was really nice. Oh no! Oh, I hooked the trailer somehow. Oh, yep, on the K barrier there. Oh, good, they did take it. 4,800 bucks. I was close. There they are. We'll get plenty of years of service out of these things yet. I only delivered one. Thanks for all of your hard work. Here's your pay. Here's your sign. That's an old redneck humor joke. Probably no one does that anymore. I'm gonna give him the quick repair there, because wow, that was like half his engine in a single collision with a stupid sign. Okay, let's see what I got. First, let me come check in here. Okay, KDP is on duty. I'm waiting to give the full breakdown on first day work report. I'm waiting for Nico. I'm gonna wait just a little bit for Nico. I'm not gonna wait all night. You know, Nico operates on Nico time sometimes. But with KDP and Vicky B here, especially with KDP, you know, I got to get it out before someone goes to work. But I'm gonna give him just a few more minutes here. Let's see. That is that's messing with Sasquatch. We got a whole bunch of stuff to deliver. We'll keep that one in mind. This is okay. I get my consumables there. I got 4 cabins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me get the full map. Let's see how spread out these are. If I pick up those, let's see. Number 2 and number 3 on the other side. Those are 1 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how I got to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have always promised that there will be no math on this stream, so there will be no correct and accurate math on this stream. So I guess me adding up 6 and getting 7 is where things went sideways for me. So I can do this in a single pull. Number 4 needs to. You know what I might do though? I don't know. That's a good question. What might I do? These 3 definitely group together kind of nicely. I just have to drive across the bridge to do them. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, which fits on a trailer just fine. In fact, there is a trailer just sitting right there waiting for me. That's all we need. Oh wait, I forgot to select it. Let's go help the fisherman. You know what? I'm going to regret it, but I'm not even going to bother putting the cargo crane on here. Nothing could possibly go wrong with this delivery here. I'm going to deliver these first 4 crates to the first 3 destinations, because they are going to be in a big semicircle over here on this side. Then I will come back through here. I will load up the other 2 crates and then drive them on down this highway to deliver into town. Because honestly, coming back around this way is going to be easier than taking the highway the far end of the loop, because that far end of the highway has a couple of missing sections of highway that could actually right into the wall. They could be difficult to get through. Kind of like that wall was. I could load all 6 onto this trailer with ease if I had my cargo crane, but I was in too big a hurry. We got quotas to meet, everybody. Okay, what do we need? We need oh, wait, hang on. Oh, that's right. The burlap I took off to perform other duties, so let's come over here real quick to get the Jenny running. Doors are open. Smoke's coming out. The text on the menu has changed. Back over here to come claim our trailer. I may have overshot. Nope, we're good enough. Okay, we need consumables. We need lots of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tried counting correctly. 6! Ah, 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 ah. 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom! I'm like a math champion. Do not put them on the platform. I do not have the crane. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're only going to do these first 4. Well, I'm going to come back for the other 2. I've already committed to that. I could save a few seconds of extra time. Well, if I had the cargo crane, which I don't, so there's no point in bothering. I can only load up 1 more. In my heyday, I would have gone ahead, brought the crane, loaded up all 6 now, and then just driven the long, hard way. Probably rolled it once. Have to collect all of my crap out of the deep trench that I would have rolled in. It would have been a good time. But instead, I'm going to do the adult thing. And I'm going to drive this around the long, hard way here. Okay, KDP is typing to me. I got old man eyes. I got to put these on. No response from Nico. You know, he probably is taking a nap. Okay, well, I tell you what then. We're going to, well, since I'm doing a long drive anyway here, this is the perfect opportunity to go into story mode. And if Nico's interested, he can go check the VOD. VODs are available here on Twitch, or, I don't know, somewhere down there below. I've got a link to my YouTube page where I have, at the moment, I have a Twitch playlist that has all of my VODs in it. I'm probably going to try helping out a little bit, and I'm going to break them down by game so they have separate lists. Once upon a time, I had, I don't know, 4 or maybe 5 even personal videos that I'd put on there, and I think I've got those all marked off as private now so that you creepy Nico! Stalkers can't come for me. Oh, Nico, you've ruined it! Dang it! Blah, 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 blah. There it is. Blah, 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 blah. I've never really bothered to look at what's going on to try to get the context out of that, but honestly, it doesn't matter.
Pinky toe. Tay's back.
Tay's back. Okay, give me just a moment here. Oh, you know what? Okay, I forgot. We'll come back to that one. He's fine. He'll wait. I just need to follow this quote-unquote road over here. This is one of those you know is an actual viable shortcut in SnowRunner because you can't see it. 2 minutes, Nico. 2 minutes, Nico. Got the balloons going? There they are. Okay, well, hey, now that the gang is all here, Mrs. Jedi knows most of this already, but she's just sitting at the table over there, so she can listen in too. This gets everybody of the greatest import all involved, so today was day 1 of the new job, and holy crap-a-moly, was there a lot of virtual paperwork and training. Mostly videos, some PDFs, a few tests, none of them difficult. The company that I'm working for actually is the kind that provides that training framework that most corporations in the world use for making sure that their employees understand that being a dick at work is a bad thing, and corporate espionage and harassment and stuff like that is bad. So, yeah, working for a company that provides those services, so yeah, I get to use it a lot now. In fact, one of my training programs that they just moved to the new 2023 to 2024 version, but they haven't taken the 2022 version off, so I got to take them both, and they were like 40 minutes each. That was awesome! 1 down, 3 to go. I don't need to see that over here. So let's see. You always get Dixon Espionage. That's my new role-playing game, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, the... Hey, Ninja! Welcome in. Thank you for the resub. Oh, you almost forgot. I'll double check on yours next time I catch you streaming. Mine probably, I set all of mine to cancel with manual renewals as soon as I lost my job. So I've been reactivating them as I come to the streams and realize that I am out. So next time you're on, I'll double check mine on yours as well. So yeah, the heavy emphasis on today was there were a few things you had to get done in day one. Oh God, oh, Nico, the first one here. Of course you are. Thank you very much. There you go. Now Ninja's typing, so you get your shout out and everything while I take my hydration. Yeah, I was just thinking, when was the last time I saw you on? And I know I at least pop in to do the quick lurk every time I see you on, but it seems like it might have been a little while. So yeah, next time it works out organically, I'll be by. Yeah. So let's see. Did I get a PSF? No, screw you and your PSF. We stopped by New Seasons, a semi-fancy grocery store here in the Pacific Northwest region. I love my Halo Top ice cream, but they don't carry that. So I found Keto brand, so it's got the nice low sugar stuff. And honestly, I don't know if it's the low calorie that I'm really looking for or not. It's keto, so it may or may not be, but it'll be fine. It'll be my reward for surviving the day. Wendy's did not happen. I did do Starbucks for lunch, though, because I had to go drop Mrs. Jedi off at my lunch hour and then picked her back up right after I was done. New Seasons is where I buy Viso. I have no clue what that is. It's probably illegal, though. I wouldn't put it past you, Nico. Working a lot since you switched to... Oh, and you switched to a new company. Okay. Well, hey, me too. Although, not by choice at the time it happened. If we had made it through to January or thereabouts, give or take, then I would have intentionally made a change at that point anyway. Two delivered. I gotta get turned around here. How do I want to make that happen? Well, yeah, okay, this is almost kind of working. This is not really working. It's working enough? Especially if I can get through that tree and over these rocks. To grandmother's house we go. Oh, no, wait, it's still moving. Oh, no, don't keep turning that way, though. Turn back this other way. Yeah, kids, I recommend that you not actually drive this way. Now, I'm going to make it worse now. I'm going to winch myself back this way. This can't be good. I am violating every OSHA stipulation? Guideline? Guideline, that's what I'm going to go with. I am pissing OSHA off. Luckily, this is Scandinavia. So, the US can suck it. That's my suck it gesture. I'm not very good at gestures, I guess. No, wait, I take it back. I'm awesome at gestures. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! There we go. Healthy energy drink. That's bullshit, Nico. There's number one right there. No, I don't need to hit the A button. I need to pull the trigger to get going. So yeah, I've got peanut butter cup keto ice cream for my celebration dinner this evening. That's far more important than any other silly question anyone that came up with. So, what did I do today? Well, today, number one, I jumped on about an hour early. I tested out my network and VPN connection yesterday just to be sure it all worked. And it did. First try. I even remembered I've got a secondary network set up on my Wi-Fi router, so that I can keep work separate from private stuff, personal stuff. I actually remembered the password, which I haven't had to enter in years because I've been using mainly my own hardware for this stuff. Am I going somewhere that exists? I'm a little worried about this. Here, aim that way. Everything will be fine if you can get there. Oh wait, I see tracks. Okay, back over this way. So I jumped on about an hour early because I knew that I had a whole bunch of emails that have been accumulating ever since the day I was given the job offer, which was 2 weeks ago. And then there were a whole bunch on the day that they created my corporate account, so I was getting emails before I was even officially part of the corporate account. But that was on the 1st. And then I got a bunch that generated yesterday in preparation for today, so I wanted to go through. There were a whole bunch of duplicates. I got those kind of all filtered out first. I made a quick run through of the ones that I knew that were going to require immediate levels of attention, and I got all of those flagged because I am super hyper anal about this kind of thing. I got that all set up, and then I had a meeting with my hiring manager, who was the very first person I interviewed with. And as it turns out, most of what he needed to do was the stuff that they actually had me do last week when I picked up my my loaner laptop in person, rather than having them ship it to me. Fun side effect, my manager shipped me a laptop anyway that arrived this afternoon. He didn't respond to me after I asked him some questions, but I think the way this works out is I have an IT loaner right now that was just for the purposes of getting me through onboarding. So I've got a couple of different instant message platforms, email, and one other application on there, and that's kind of it. So this was just to get me so that I could get through the onboarding stuff. And I think the one that they delivered today is a temporary development machine, which is going to have a lot better horsepower. It might already have the development tools pre-installed on it. They might be pre-installed, but I will have to register my own license information, which they have not given me yet. But it also came with a note that said, don't even think about looking at this machine until you have finished the HR onboarding stuff, which they have planned out for me to spend the rest of this week on. I thought, well, that's fascinating that they're starting me on a Wednesday. It's kind of like, back in elementary through high school. First day of school was always a Thursday, so you only went to 2 days of class before you were totally burned out as a kid and then got the weekend off. It turns out they start you on Wednesday because they figure it's going to take you 3 days to get through all of your onboarding tasks. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, boom, you're done. As it happens, I think I can be done tomorrow. The only reason I question that is because there were a couple of tasks that were the start here, read me type things. And the last one on the list was, now go to this online system where we have all of your real tasks. And there were 25 of them in this other real task, and that's all of the training videos and the quizzes and things. And it turns out of those 25, 7 are specific to the development organization, not the company as a whole. Those are like, this is how we write safe and secure code. Everyone kick up your feet, take off your shoes. This video is going to last an hour and a half. By the way, the next 6 in this course are even longer than that, so that one may be a day to a day and a half. So I will 100% be done with the HR components by tomorrow, with one exception I'll come back to. But the development training might actually take me through Friday, just because they use, it's a publicly available training site system. If you're familiar with Udemy, it's kind of like that, but it's a little more geared toward professionals, where Udemy, honestly, is geared a little more toward hobbyists. This is very clever of me to come back to the garage, but that's actually not where I want to go. Okay, hang on, everybody. We're turning around. This is what happens when I get into story time here. So, in addition to having a site license for that training thing, so I can take any kind of training in anything I like that they offer, they also have their development organization training set up there with some very specific courses picked out. And so that's why these tend to be 3-hour courses rather than the max 30-minute things that the HR site kind of focuses on. I don't think these have quizzes that you get a grade on, like with the HR, but there's lots of movie viewing, so... There's one where the title doesn't match what's on my required viewing list, so I asked a question about it, and I got a bit of a terse response from the IT guy. I think I caught him off guard. Basically telling me I need to do all the development stuff last. Do all the HR stuff first. Which makes sense, except that this one that I was looking at, he had marked in my training system as super ultra critical. It was the second from the top of the list, so that's why I was trying to do it first. It turns out he lied. So, only one thing had to be done today, and that was all of my I-9 work eligibility documentation, because, yeah, duh, you can't work without that stuff, so that was pretty easy peasy. The loaner laptop that I've gotten from IT, it's got a busted camera, though, and as part of that validation, you have to have the quick little 5-minute meeting with someone in HR, and you have to show them your documents in addition to sending them the scanned copies, because now the Corona doesn't exist anymore. They would like if you showed up in person, but they still hire for a lot of remote positions. So if they can see it on video, then that's good enough for them. So I had to use my old work computer, using the same system that I interviewed with, as a matter of fact, to be able to show that off. But I'm in the system. I'm fully approved. And then there are a whole bunch of other HR non-training things that you have to go in, like sign up for direct deposit and answer a bunch of employment-related questions, fill out your emergency contact info. Oh, by the way, Mrs. Jedi, you're my emergency contact in case I die while I'm at work. Here. Today I did work here on Buttercouch, because honestly that's where I work most of my time with the contracting gig, but this setup, once I can get it all hooked up, I'm going to have multi-monitors and an actual external keyboard and all of the bells and whistles, and it's really not going to fit here on Buttercouch, so I'm actually going to have to set up some sort of, at least faux descal region. So this week I'm going to work on Buttercouch. Next week I'm going to have to be somewhere far less comfortable. But either way, dying at work would suck, but also you'll know about it. You'll have to call them to let them know, and then they'll call you back to let you know. So I got all of that done. The one exception on that is they are in open enrollment for 2024 benefits. So it means I need to go in and fill out my 2023 benefits in order to have health insurance in December. Because as soon as I fill out this form, we're going back to the marketplace, and we're going to cancel the marketplace insurance that we have currently set up that goes through the end of this month. And then immediately after completing that, I will have a new task added to my list that says, now go enroll for 2024. And honestly, I probably could just as easily have gone in and filled all that out today. But the woman in HR who was kind of overseeing that, especially for new hires, has sent me a meeting invite for Monday morning to ask and answer questions and talk over whatever. Honestly, I don't know that there's anything that's going to come up, but I'm going to take advantage of the time, so I'm not doing that until Monday. That particular piece I got 10 days to get through, so that one is not a worry. Trailer, load 2. Oh, I thought, hey, wait, do I have 3? No, I don't. It's SnowRunner and I'm in the dark, so of course I can't tell how much cargo I've got on board. This one I just need to drive down to town and there's a little fishing shop. Okay, piece of cake. I can do that while I yak. Let's see, I have a spiffy new laptop. No, I can't touch it. Well, at the moment I have two gently used, well, I thought 2 gently used laptop. The one that I'm currently using was apparently a little more violently used than I thought. The one that I was supposed to get was so violently used in the return shipping from whoever had it before me that it wouldn't boot up anymore, so I had to go for my second choice. Apparently the second choice doesn't have a working camera. But then on top of that, I don't recognize the brand name on it, but the new one that I got looks like it's a super ultra fancy kind of beefy machine. And that's where I'm not 100% clear if that's a development loaner or if it's a temporary permanent machine, maybe I gotta wait 6 months till I order the new one. I asked my manager the string of questions about, wait, yeah, help me understand here, because it's going to be important for me to know exactly what this new machine's role is, because I'm not installing everything on it if I'm not supposed to have everything on it, and if I'm going to have to turn around and move it all to a third machine anyway later on, so... but again, I'm not allowed to touch it until I finish my onboarding, so that's not going to happen until Monday anyway. I think he had a lot of other meetings after me today, which probably explains why once we had our morning meeting and I was done, I haven't heard from him since. So that's fine. He can take his time. It's not like I'm going anywhere yet. Unless someone else wants to call me with a really good offer, and I'll do it. Well, if it's a good offer and it pays well, then I'll do it. Yeah, that's what I meant. No touching! Oh, that should be a command around here, too. But yeah, it looks like it'll be a cool, fun super machine to play with. Am I going too far? No, I think... Hang on, let me take off that. I think... There's... Whether it's supposed to be a road or not, that's how I'm getting down to this extra shack. I'm sorry, cabin. Oh yeah, there's a 2-track over here. I've seen it before. Yeah, here it is. This truck fits down this road, no problem. It's like a super highway. So yeah, I actually have to do my official benefits enrollment, but I've got the important stuff. I've got my payroll squared away, and then I have 3 HR training sessions left to do. Those are going to be the first 3 things I do tomorrow. Woo! Contract complete. I'm already done with 2, and I'm only under an hour in. Way to go. Thanks for all your help. You sure you don't want to raise a glass with us? Well, yee-haw, buddy. That's what they say in Scandinavia, right? I'm all for it. Okay. What's next? I don't think that's going to unlock any of these. No, if it unlocked any of those, I would get the little exclamation point up on the clipboard there. Nope, nothing else. Warehouse. Ooh, warehouse repairs. That sounds like a really good idea. I'm just going to track that one now. I'm going to go look at the others real quick. Oh, yeah, that's doing the rail repair. That's a good one, too. If I have someone already on the other map with the loading crane, I would have them do that one. So we'll make that a secondary one. And then, that's... Do I have to actually build cabin or just repair them? Okay, that's just sending some repair stuff over there. We're going to save that one, though. I like warehouse repairs. It's always good to open up a new warehouse just to see what kind of stuff it's got available. Especially this close to the gateway. That could provide some really helpful resources to getting over there to the other map. Like the concrete and stuff that already exists on the other map. But I bet there'll be stuff here that'll be good. So first, well, you know, I could do these in either order. Where's the service trailer? Oh, service trailer sitting right there at the garage. Yeah, easy peasy. Oh, and metal rolls and metal beams. They're on the way back to the garage. I can load those on the trailer, and then I can winch the service trailer behind me, take it all on one load. There we go. Now we're optimizing. You need a button press? Yeah, okay. There's a button press. Hope you're happy. Most important question, who's responsible for the TPS reports? I think that's in tomorrow's training. Actually, it was probably the actual not funny version of what the real equivalent to that. Actually, I guess probably part of it was on today's training. A lot of it is stuff that I will never really have to deal with, though. I also got a huge training plan on how to deal with security incursions like I was a member of corporate security. You know, lots of details on how to do the investigations into security breaches and things that me as a product engineer will literally never be called upon to actually deal with, because there are a lot of people in this organization who, you know, that is their job to do. So I'm not sure. I guess it's just an informational thing for me. in the event I ever find that my machine has one way or another been compromised, here's what I can expect, what I had better be willing to cooperate with. I think that's kind of good enough to get started with. This is going to be a really awkward turnaround. But awkward's my middle name. Yeah, we're gonna do some real scraping on this. Is this a pole? Nope, that's actually a tree. Oh, you know what? It almost cleared it. Hang on, let me get my wheel turned the right way. If I pull straight a little farther, we might be able to get this out without having to winch. Pro move right there. Oh yeah, I have to do this over here. I think it'll recognize me better over here. There it is. Okay, let's go pick up some metal beams and some metal rolls. If I remember correctly, I'll make 2 metal beams, and then I will turn around and I will turn one of those metal beams into 2 metal rolls. Why I can't just pay the fuel cost to go straight to metal rolls, I don't know. I guess this way I get to feel like I've done a little extra work. Because I don't... let me check them out. I don't think there are any of the houses that you can steal beams from. I think all the houses are just wood frame stuff. No. Okay. So yeah, all of my metal beams need to come from the production facility joint. Let me see. What else have I got to catch up on today? So, yeah, I put in 7 to 4 today, minus an hour to do the Mrs. Jedi drop-off. So I actually put in an honest 8 hours. Who knew? Tomorrow, I am looking at more like 7 to 3, which has been my typical MO. As long as I'm not leaving the house for lunch, it's not more than 5 minutes of me getting up to go microwave something, so... I don't take an hour for lunch normally, so I can just do a straight-up 8-hour day in 8 hours instead of 9. So tomorrow I'm aiming for 7 to 3. With the exception of my manager, every single other person on this team is on the East Coast / in India for the one offshore sister team, sort of. So definitely not counting that time zone, but... everyone else I will ever work with on a recurring basis is Eastern time. So if I work till 3, they've already been gone for an hour. So I think that's going to work out fine for everybody. Honestly, my manager, I don't think could care less what time I am or am not there. One metal beam. Two metal beams. And metal rolls, I only need to do this once because it's going to make me 2 rolls. Kablamo. Metal roll on the trailer, metal roll on the trailer, metal beam on the trailer, just like we drew it up in practice, boys. And I am going to need fuel when I get back over to the garage. So yeah, Thursday, Friday, my plan is going to be 7 to 3. I have to be done with the 3 HR training courses that I'm going to be taking the first, basically 3 hours of tomorrow, hopefully less. And I think the other training stuff could go longer than that, although assuming that I've got it done by the end of Friday, so all of my onboarding tasks have nice big giant green check marks next to them, I think that clears me to send back the IT loaner and start using the development loaner. So on Monday, I could start making sure that I've got Visual Studio at least in place to start working on the .NET stuff. I think I'm actually going to get to do some early on work on some JavaScript. I'm pretty sure that with this one, they said that they used some React for a little bit of front-end work. So that'll be kind of fun. That's the thing I wanted to be able to do a little of, but I didn't want to make my primary driver. because I need more practice and experience at it before I can be my primary. Oh, you know what? As long as I'm here. As long as I'm here. Let's put this back on. But I think they actually have a little bit of user interface stuff on their web client that they want slightly prioritized, so that might actually get to be something I get to do. And I have no idea what kind of environment they use for that. I like using Visual Studio Code myself. I would be shocked if that isn't at least a component of what they use. I am hoping that they don't use something nightmarish like Eclipse. I don't remember anyone mentioning that, so I think I'm in the clear on that. Okay, let's advance up here. Oop! Oh, geez! I set my brake and then I apparently auto-cleared it, because that's how I roll. There you go. That's fine. Look, you'll catch up. Come on, little doggy. It would work better if you would actually turn. You know, turn that thing that we do. Nope. Okay. Well, we'll see if I can get out of here then. It's a little harder to do from back here, but that's okay. Once we get lined up enough that I can reel you in. Apologize for making everybody seasick as I keep pivoting around, but wow, that trailer is not making this easy. Uh-oh. Oh, is that a cookie drop? I got some Walker's Christmas Snowman cookies while I was at the grocery store today to go with the ice cream. I gotta remember to pop one of those in the bowl this evening. Once I'm done, wow, that's really riding up there. Once I'm done with the stream, we're gonna have a little bit of ice cream time. That'll be good stuff. Oh hey, wow! I actually don't have to cross the river. That's nice. I am, however, gonna take the mud cut off because I think with this truck, this will be faster than taking the pavement around. Okay, looks like the cookie didn't land, but the dancing dino, nope, not gonna land either. The parachute game is rough on Miss Moon's stream. It is brutal and unforgiving on mine, even though it's the exact same game. Could never possibly be related to the fact that there are far fewer people playing it on my stream than on Miss Moon's. And I apologize, Ninja, for somehow actually beating you to the less than 1 score. That was total luck of the draw there. Yesterday? I think it was yesterday. .54. Bring in the alts and start just, you know, para-assaulting. Let's see, did I have anything unexpected come up today? That would be a good one to kind of go through. Getting signed in to one of the instant chat systems that they use. I logged in with my base company credentials, and suddenly I had invitations to 5 different workspace group things. This was not Microsoft Teams, so I don't remember what their nomenclature was, but I had invitations to 5. 2 of them only had 1 other person, which says to me, someone who had no idea what they were doing tried to create a new group rather than trying to join a group, and then never figured out how to clean it up. Just to test that theory, I joined one of them just to see, and yep, some dude that's not in my organization, so I'm probably permanently a part of that group now, but I did I did drop out of it, so at least I won't get notifications from him. But the one that I needed to be in wasn't in that list. And my manager kept sending me invite after invite after invite, and it wouldn't show up. And then finally, it turns out the only way to join was by clicking a link in an email, not actually relying on these are the groups you've been invited to list in the client. And the email was being quarantined by the corporate spam filter, so I wasn't getting it until finally it occurred to him that, hey, you know what? You probably should have been seeing an email for this. That's kind of weird. Maybe here's the website to go check your quarantine. Go see if something's there. Oh, there it is. So I unjoined everything that I had explicitly joined through there, and so now I'm only on the one. Lucky for me, it actually worked. But, no, it took 60 liters to get here, and I don't remember if I had 60 liters left, so just as well that I stopped at the garage to top off on fuel the easy way. I like to call it the cheater's way. I don't mind cheating. If the game lets me do it, it's not cheating. At worst, it's an exploit. At least you're on Switch. If I'm on PC and I'm running a third-party app to start doing more memory hacking and stuff, that's cheating. I'm not doing that. For no other reason, it's just too much effort. Otherwise, I guess, yeah. I finally recognized this company's name once I got into the training because it shows up in the copyright by line in the bottom corner of most of the intro pages too. Oh, hey, welcome to your corporation's training. I hope you like watching videos hour after hour after hour. And this corporation has lots of them. I was informed that apparently they roll out their new versions of the annual training refreshes. They do them in a rolling release between August and October. So, getting signed up to start working in November was perfect timing because all the new stuff is already there, except for the one that they forgot to remove, so I had to take it double. But everyone who hired in July got to take all of that training in July, and then in August had to start taking all of it over again because they released the new versions of everything. Ha ha. Let's see. We're gonna drop that. We need to pull. Oh, is this the alts coming in? Yeah, there they are. Let's get you pulled up out of the way. Let's see. If I go. Actually, you know what? I don't. Oh, now that I've done this, I bet I don't actually have to hitch up to the service trailer. I bet all I have to do is winch it over here. Which probably would have been easier if I just left the trailer attached and tried it from the beginning, but it's too late. We're here. We gotta go around the horn. We're doing it live. Nope. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do me dirty here. You're gonna get hung up on the other trailer. Fine. There it is. Warehouse opened. It's nothing fancy, but sure is handy, right? You're welcome to use the materials that are still good. I bet it's going to have... Ooh, that's good cash, though. What do we have? Concrete blocks. Not just the cement, but the concrete blocks. It does have cement, but only 3. Concrete slabs. So it's got all of the concrete goodness. We're limited on cement. That's okay. I don't think I have a direct need for cement. God, I got another one down. Did you really add both alts? Yes, I did add your alts to the greeter. Technically, yeah, I gave them the same text each, I believe. But different than your main account. Oh my god, I've been waiting, what, a month? 2 months for you to drop in and hit me with all of the alts. Totally paid off. I'm never going to remember to actually do any of the other changes I always talk about making, but that one finally paid off. And ooh, I've unlocked something new. Ah, crap, it's out here. A taste of Tinseltown. What do you got? Oh, I've got concrete slabs right here. And that... Oh, this is the big Ohrstoke sign. I've still decided that's how it's pronounced. You can't tell me otherwise. We've got big news. A famous actor is coming here soon to film a new picture. Already underway. Do you know what that means? We need letters over our town, just like the Hollywood sign. Help us make it happen, okay? Do it for art! For Garl! Oh, crap, I gotta go find my... There we go. No, I gotta set my focus and then I can... For Garl!
For Carl!
There you go. Okay, yeah, we are 100% doing that one because I believe there were concrete slabs just right here where I already am. And I put the cargo crane on, so I can go ahead and load all 4. Let's see, what kind of strategery can I put together here to get these loaded? I think I want to go back out the way I came in. Honestly, you know what? It doesn't matter. The gas station's a little more on the direct path if I go out the way it came in, but because of where that loading platform is, I'm going to need to use it. Anywhere where I can get this trailer back out of my way is what I need, and then however I can go about getting the truck pulled out after that is fine. We'll make do with whatever comes along then. Scrape a little rubber right there. Oh, beauty. Perfection. Could not ask for anything more. The concrete slabs. Boom, look at those. Gorgeous beauties. These are unlimited, so I can go ahead and load up on those. I want... hang on. I want a concrete slab. Unpack it. I'm being very deliberate in my loading here. I know exactly how I want this to lay out. I want to slide this dude back one spot. Perfect. Then concrete slab. Yep, that's what I want. I want to load him up. Got it. Oh, crap. It just pushed them all forward again. Okay, well, hang on. I still want to be explicit about this. I want an open space right here at the front so I can put one slab crossways across there. The step deck in front and the 2 slabs behind it are going to hold it in place really well. And then I'm going to put the 4th one on top of the one that I'm going to put on crossways and on top of the step deck. It's going to hold everything in place. It is going to be super solid. I'm totally not going to do anything totally regrettable, like dumping stuff on the ground later. There we go. That's what I want. You come on up over this way. We're going to pretend like you're not being a little difficult. Bombs away. And then we want one more concrete slab. Concrete slab. I'm getting the right one. Putting it in the right place. Okay. You know what? I came up... There is one thing that I was honestly surprised by during a bunch of my self-orientation today. This company is actually pretty generous with its leave policy, whether it's, PTO, or they kind of categorize it as unexpected life event leave. And one of the options that they actually provide, obviously, death in the family is something that gets incorporated. You don't have to burn vacation time necessarily. I didn't look into the details because I'm kind of not planning on any family members dying. We did that already in the past few years. So we're not going to do any more of that. But they include grievance leave for the loss of a pet. It's completely covered, and you don't have to take your explicit vacation time in theory. Damn it! When did they sneak? When did they sneak those other slabs forward on me? It very clear. Oh, now I'm pissed. Yeah, well, if I ask it to pack now, it's going to go very badly, so. Okay, well, we're going to go this way, and we're just going to count on you to not be jerk concrete. Oops, okay. I do have to fix this part. Let's drag you just a little bit. Okay, there we go. And you know what, this time I'm just going through the mud. This truck can take it. This truck got big old mud tires. So now, with any luck, it's going to be a good baker's dozen years at least before I will need another pet leave. Since we currently don't have a pet, but as soon as Mrs. Jedi is done with her degree, the original plan is we were going to fly to her graduation ceremony, and then we were going to jump on another plane and go somewhere overseas for a giant celebration a couple of weeks. Because of the whole unemployment thing, the second half of the plan got nixed. So there is no giant overseas plan currently on the books. As it turns out, we had enough reward points with our bank through our credit card that it completely covered airfare for the trip. It covered car rental for the time we were there. And then I think, we were able to then stall off actually paying for the hotel until checkout time at the hotel. We had to pay a few extra bucks for that, but I figured that's fine. If the entire trip just cost us the 3 nights of hotel we're going to need, that's doable even while under unemployment at the time. Fortunately, that will no longer be the case, so everything there should be covered nice and cleanly. But because we're not doing the big overseas thing, reacquisition of a new family pet has just bubbled back up to the higher levels of our planning. Since I'm in the new job, and the literal joke every single person that I interviewed with made independently of one another was the PTO system is very lenient. You don't actually have this many number of days. There's the guideline. If you've worked here about this long, take about this much vacation, but if you go a little over, it's not a big deal. But don't abuse the system. And the example every single person used was, after you've been here for 6 weeks, don't announce to your manager that you're taking 6 weeks of vacation, and then away you go. With the irony being, about 6 weeks from today, I need to take a couple of days of vacation to go to Mrs. Jedi's graduation. A couple of days is very different than 6 weeks. I did run that notion past my manager today, just so he's fully aware of it. And again, as long as the work gets done and you're not being egregious, I honestly don't think he cares. He does prefer that you at least notify him, because apparently he's had some people working for him that don't do that. They are just kind of gone one day. They set their out-of-office email replies, but they don't tell him in advance. And there is a team PTO calendar that apparently they don't put their PTO on, which sounds to me like you're asking for disciplinary action, but hey, that's just me. What do I know? So I've already mentioned it to him. I am on the team PTO calendar. In fact, you know what? I did that while we were still in our meeting, before I had done any of the other onboarding tasks. So I I am covered. I am in the clear for that vacation, but we are not going to suddenly turn around and take 2 weeks off for at least the next 6 months to go anywhere. So that sounds like a pet could definitely be happening in January timeframe, perhaps. And then when a big vacation does come up, we actually still have some nights of pet storage. The overnight camp that we always used to send Charlie to. When we took our big Oceania cruise, it was cheaper for us to buy a big bundle of vacation days at this place called Sniff. It's not just a boarding place. There's all kinds of services that they provide, lots of personal touch. But it was cheaper to buy a big package full of days rather than just sign him up for the days that we were going to be gone. Ooh, hey, look at me! I actually have to downshift a little bit because of all the goop that I'm trapped in, goop and rocks and cement. So we still have a handful of days left over on that package, so we are ready to roar with a next pet. Although if we do a full 2-week trip, it'll probably be cheaper to buy the big package again, and then have an extra, week and a half of nights here and there. But yeah, we are definitely ready. We've been ready for a while to get us another dog, and I could pretty easily get an external webcam. You know what? I don't even need an external webcam. Here on the Mac, I can use my phone as a satellite webcam. So 100% we're getting the dog cam installed on the stream somewhere somehow. Yeah, I've got I've got the design elements to make my own stream outline here. I could put in a dedicated frame for dog cam, but also now that I'm employed, once that first half paycheck comes rolling in 2 weeks. Yeah, I get my first paycheck in 2 weeks, though it will only be for 1 week's worth of work because as of today it is the middle of a pay period. Once that first paycheck comes rolling in, assuming everything else bank account wise is copacetic, I'm gonna start doing some art commissioning for stream purposes. I've got a lot of emotes that are currently set to the Twitch default. Hey, it looks like you need something. Here's some we've already made. What color would you like them in? And of course I pick purple because purple is best. You can't use it, Nico. Purple's mine. But then also, I love the Fantasy Inn that I paid all of like $25 for. Big spender. So you know what? I paid $25 for most of the assets here, but then I paid an extra $7 for the little transition stingers. Totally worth it though. It looks so much better with the swirl that uses the same animated background. So yeah, I've dropped a whole $32 plus I think the sub badges. I paid an extra $6 for those. So yeah, I'm up to like a whole $38 worth of icons and artwork right now. So yeah, I definitely want to keep certainly the fantasy framework thing here, because I'm really trying to get a tabletop RPG stream going. I've got one player in my between my Tuesday and Thursday games. I've got one player who would be interested in doing it, microphone only, no camera, which I could work with. That's not a problem. And I've got one who maybe kinda sorta, but no, but maybe. So I'm gonna have to kind of work on him a little bit. But in my current group, that's it. That's the two. The others mostly kind of want nothing to do with it. There are a few kind of other issues that might want to work around. So in order for that to happen, I may have to do a little recruiting to find some people. One of the big issues is needing to be sure that we're kind of working with the group that's geared toward streaming an RPG rather than good goofy social hour gaming, which have a big overlap, but can be very, very different. If you've ever watched, you know the streams that are a bunch of 4 to 6 good buddies that get together every week or two, and this is their big socialization hour, and it's tons of laughing and fun and hijinks and stuff. But on stream, it is boring as hell to sit through, because it either comes across as insanely juvenile, or it's just inside joke after inside joke, and you have no idea what to make of whatever it is that they think they're doing. So there's a little bit of showmanship that needs to go into it. That's also where stuff like what do we got here? Is your Sirenscape comes in. Also, with that first check, I'm buying the iPad version of the Stream Deck, so I get my 64 buttons all on screen at once. No more paging through. You guys, yeah. Wow, that Crossways one is hanging in way better than I would expected. It's doing, well, okay, it's starting to move a little bit now, but it's almost as solid as I thought it was going to be when it's in the place I put it in before it auto-repacked and then bumped it up. I might need to shift it a little bit here momentarily. We'll see. It's not far enough over to fall yet, and if I bounce it just right, I might be able to hop it back over to the right just a little bit. Ooh, hey, I got a downshift again. I keep forgetting, there's a lot of weight on this trailer. Should probably come out of low now that I'm moving again. Oops, everybody slow down. I'm not stopping for the slab that I have on the loading crane unless it comes completely off that step deck. I don't care if it's off to the side because the crane means it's not falling to the ground and getting left behind. But if it falls completely off the side, then suddenly it becomes a threat to this untethered block behind it. I don't want to mess with that. There's Orostoke up there. You can notice that a couple of those signs are clearly missing the white fill. I guess we're going to fill them. We're going to fill them with concrete slabs and pin them in place with metal rails. I guess that's how that works. Let's see. Oh, Vicky B is going to come take care of the dogs. I say it in plural like that's going to happen. We've talked about the plural dogs. We talked about getting Charlie a dog a lot. Being a blind dog for half his life. We're pretty sure he was at least 50% deaf over his last year or two. And then after that, his last year, he started having other medical problems behind that. And at that point, it was definitely too late. But yeah, especially as a blind dog, we kept thinking about, getting him a guide dog. Did this actually get them stupid little stubbies stuck? I got the giant trailer up here without a second thought, but this one's gonna give me grief? Or is it, is that rock right there? I bet I got the rear axle caught on that rock. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, we've talked about the notion of 2 dogs so that they can entertain each other, hopefully suffer a little less from separation anxiety. Prior to Charlie, we had Obi, a mostly Scotty, with a little bit of Cairn Terrier thrown in. He had some separation anxiety, but it wasn't bad, and we were able to kind of train him out of it. Charlie, however, he had huge separation anxiety when we first got him. He got a little bit better as he started to age, but once he went blind, it was permanent, and it only got worse. And then actually it was only about a year after he went blind is when we moved here. So the move after recently going blind was just more than his poor little everything could handle. So he was in a bad way on that. So he was never going to get better. So we talked a lot. Okay, yeah, you can't do that while this other piece is in play. Oops, hang on. I gotta go up. I gotta do this. So yeah, we've talked about the potential of getting a second dog so that they can kind of help train each other as they go. This is not the optimal house to do that in. Especially once you got that second dog, you really ought to have a yard. And we kind of, sort of don't here because of the hill that we live on. Boom, you pack those two. Phase 1 done. Now we just need metal rolls. I am also going to require fuel imminently. So yeah, fortunately we weren't really talking about maybe doing this until sometime in the January time frame. Hey, speaking of Mrs. Jedi, I'm sharing all of our hardcore concrete plans for re-dogging right now. So yeah, we have 2 months to kind of circle our wagons about what to do about a new dog. But by God, it's going to happen somehow, sometime in the not too distant future. Because we need one. We need one pretty bad. And the stream can only benefit from it. You know, that's the real reason to get a dog, is for dog cam. 2 dogs are a lot, yeah. So in this house, it would be kind of difficult if there were 2 dogs of too large a size. I don't know that we could handle 2 Chihuahuas. Our neighbors had two Chihuahuas for a time, and it's a thing having 1 Chihuahua. But 2 of them is distinctly a double thing. Actually, it's a quadruple thing, I think. I think Chihuahuas are quadratic. They'll take care of each other. Yes, exactly. Well, to a degree, yeah. That's kind of what we're looking for. I think optimally, though, we'd probably like at least a medium-sized dog. Just one, but one that's capable of, you know, handling themselves. And maybe sometimes you can leave the house without them freaking out. Charlie, we could never leave the house with him out. He had to be crate trained his entire life. And honestly, the year that we spent in the apartment when we first moved here, we couldn't leave him alone in the apartment, even in the crate, because he would make noise every single second we were gone. We did the game where you load them up, and then you leave the house, and then you very quietly stand outside the front door and listen to how much noise he makes. You have to correct me if I'm wrong here, Mrs. Jedi, but I believe we stood outside our front door for almost half an hour, and he did not stop barking the entire half an hour. So we went back in, we let him out, because we weren't really going anywhere. It was just the test to see how bad it was going to be for him. And concluded that, yeah, we were never going to be able to leave him alone. Was it only 10 minutes? I swear to you, it was longer than 10. I was going to say, okay, you're probably right, at like 22 maybe. There's no way it was only 10. It was forever. I swear, it was forever that we were outside, but he never once shut up. Oh, okay, there is that. But yeah, when we lived in Omaha and we were at the house, I did the experiment there, and he would bark for the first 5 minutes or so. Sometimes it sounded like bloody murder when he did it, but he would get through it a little bit, and then he would settle down. And then he wouldn't start back up again until he heard the key in the door or the garage door run, depending on how we came in. But at least you could leave the house, and then he would be quiet while you were gone. But no, not in that apartment. It was not going to happen. Then he got blind, and then he got deaf, and then he got old, and he got sad. But he's the sweetest boy. Let's see. Oh, are you replying to the wrong messages, Nico? I do that all the time. I mod on a couple of different channels. So, as I mod, I get a little more involved in chat. Well, certainly more than my own chat here, but yeah, I'll get involved and I'll be doing explicit responses, and it is freakish how by the time your finger goes from here to click on the reply button, someone else has already chatted and everything's shifted up a line, and then all of a sudden you're replying to the wrong thing. What's really fun is when you're doing timeouts and things and you accidentally have timed out the wrong person, or you want to double click something to copy it, and as soon as you click down, instead of the line being there, it's now the ban button. Oh boy, that was a fun misunderstanding. The 2 times that I've accidentally done that. Okay, we got a plan. We got a plan. We are almost out of fuel in this truck, but that's okay. Because we got a truck right over there with a giant crane on it that has fuel inside it. Technically, I could steal fuel out of the generator, too, if I wanted to go that route. Wait, don't load up yet. Don't get ahead of yourself. Save gas. Metal rolls. I need 4 metal rolls. I need to build the beams first. 4 rolls. I'm going to need 2 beams. One metal beam. Ah. 2 metal beams. Ah. 2 metal rolls. 2. Ha. 4 metal rolls. Ha. Okay, done. You're welcome. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are all loaded up. I'm going over my options here. You know what? In the interest of saving a tiny bit of time... Ooh, a hydration. That's good. That's good timing there, Nico. Hang on. I'm going to get to that. Let me go ahead. I'm going to steal some gas out of the Jenny. Because the fuel costs for running the construction plant here are minuscule compared to someplace like Tennessee. Tennessee is like 200 liters per thing. This one tends to be, 20, 30, whatever. So that'll save a little time, which I can then use, oh, excuse me while I ASMR you, for hydration. You know what? I can catch up on chat. Let me save this a little bit of daylight here. Let's see. What were you catching up on? An epic trip, and then it... okay, so apparently, according to Mrs. Jedi, we are still going to somehow get this epic trip to fit in with my new job. Especially if Mrs. Jedi then gets a fancy new job with her fancy new master's degree early in the new year. I have trouble seeing that fancy epic trip happening until summer. So, okay, Mrs. Jedi, you've already gone off to lurk. We'll deal with this later. I'm thinking the extra days of dog boarding we've already got on the books is going to come into play. I think we're going to get the dog first and then go on the epic trip. But that's just me. Just me. Let's see. Couldn't do that to him. Nico was busy eating because he was yelling at the wrong person. Okay, that's fair. Oh, were you way back up? Was that where KDP was accusing you of taking a nap? Yeah, that makes sense. He was distressed. Let's see. She goes off to lurk. There was the trio. One of the primary ninja landed for 12 and change. Timed to band. Yep. And you just eat. Yeah, well, honestly, that's what especially Mrs. Jedi could tell you. That's what I'd like to do, too, is just yell while I'm eating. I've also, I don't know, it's like a symptom of getting old or something. I get the most violent hiccups now whenever I eat bread. Doesn't matter if it's like slathered with mayonnaise so it's nice and moist, or if it's like a dry, hard, crusty sourdough or a focaccia or something. Just bread goes in my hole and just a couple each per bite. So it's not like that girl that hiccuped for the first 14 years of her life, so it's not that bad, but the way that I hiccup, it's voluminous. KDP's message was before you joined on, as a matter of fact. And you know what? As long as I'm leaning forward, I do have a little bit of show and tell here. Arriving, actually UPS dropped them off from Target while I was picking Mrs. Jedi up. We have the new amiibo. Zelda and Ganondorf have now arrived to join our Tears of the Kingdom Link, who is already on the job here. These are still fresh in the package. I am 195% busting these, well, bad boy and girl out of the plastic. We're not saving those for later. We're bopping them out. We're going to, you know what? After the stream, we have celebratory ice cream. And then I'm going to open these up. I'm going to scan them into Tears of the Kingdom and see. I'm willing to bet there's going to be 2 new glider fabrics that have hitherto been unavailable, but these are now going to unlock in the game. So we're going to experiment with those this evening. Glad I said bad and not naughty. Okay, yep. There were 2 other amiibo. I think they were 2 for Splatoon that were also released, but I could never find a place that actually showed them up for pre-order. I would definitely not get as much use out of those, so I might actually fight the inclination on those. Actually, it might have been 3. I think Big Man was one by himself, and then the other 2 newscast compatriots, I can't remember their names. They might have been pre-existing. Maybe Big Man was just the only new one by himself, or the 2 compatriots were a 2-pack, and the Big Man came by himself. Honestly, when I see Big Man, I'll probably get that one. I don't know if I care about the other 2. I did have a small fry that I would demonstrate for you now, but Mrs. Jedi caught sight of him about a week and a half ago, and fell in love. So Small Fry is now keeping Mrs. Jedi company on her desk upstairs. Should I ever need to rescan him on Splatoon, I will have to borrow him to come back down to get him scanned in and then take him right back up there. Small Fry caught an eye. Well, yeah, it looked like an eye, but it was actually Ro. I've chatted long enough. Got to make sure I got the right stuff. Yes, I got the 4 metal rolls. We are headed back up to Orastoke. Where did they... Oh, there it is. Oops. Okay, sorry. Well, that was a sign. Suck it. I thought there was more than just okay lit up before. Oh, in fact, now the OR and E don't have anything. And what is going on? Did I deliver material and they actually tore stuff down? I delivered material, so they ripped down all the old stuff they had, and now they're putting up the O and the K are new. Man, I wish I had actually bothered to pay attention to understand how they were rebuilding the sign. Oh well. It's too late now. Progress calls. We got stuff to deliver here. And then, with any luck, they'll give us a little mini cinematic of building out the sign. Maybe lighten it up nice and purty for us. Keep them wheels a-turning. This is going to be one of those rare instances where completing a mission at night might actually be beneficial, because I think the sign is going to actually look a little more impressive with the nighttime spotlights on it. It'll be the one and only time I'm actually happy to do a delivery at night. I think when I was doing the Yukon, every single time I completed a, build this building mission, it was at night, and I didn't have any kind of spotlights, and it was pitch black. So it was just a big black screen full of the little sparks being thrown off. So yeah, it kind of looked like that, just mini fireworks without being able to tell what was going on. Wow, I actually have to winch here. Why? Oh, okay. Why is nothing winchable? Because it didn't accept my first button push. This trailer is not entirely conducive to this road. Keep a little bit out of the water. Oh, scared the birds. Sorry about that. Sorry, birds. You can all go back to bed now. No, don't you dare shift. This is not the time for that. Birds are not real. These are all digital facsimiles, just like in real life. These also spy on me for the CIA, just like in real life. Or is it the NSA? Crap, I can't remember now. Probably both. And aliens? And as long as you're busy not being real, you may as well serve all of the master overlords, including the lizard people. I don't want to leave them out, our lizard overlords. Nope. Oh, okay, that's why it was bogging on me. I'm gonna save gas. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, movie. Order Stoke is complete. And looked better at night. Who knew? 21 grand. Isn't that something? We're going to be a top-tier town now. Nice work. Thanks. Yep, that's all it takes. You're now a major tourist location because you have a big old sign. Sooner or later, you're also going to have a ski area. And honestly, that's going to do way more for you. Ain't got it yet. Let's walk this nose back around this way. Actually, you know what I should do before I get too carried away? Let's go see. I don't think anything else is unlocked. So I'm still working with the same group. That one you gotta build the cabins. That one's gonna take a little more time. That's definitely more time than I've got left this evening. The rails! Yeah, that's what we want to do. Let's see. Who is on the other map already? The Voron... The Voron is loaded for medium logs, though. Which means it's not going to have the loading crane at all. The Azov. The Azov would be good for this, because I can put the 2-slot flatbed. So I think these are going to be the 2-slot rail sections. If they're the 4-slot kind, I'm just going to carry them one at a time and make 2 trips. If they're the 2-slot kind, if I put a 2-slot trailer on, or a 2-slot flatbed, and use the loading crane, I could get all of that in one go. I think the Azov is still sitting over here. Yeah, okay, let's go jump in him real quick. Oh, okay, he's the one that has the extra trailer attached. I would like to get the trailer somewhere easily recoverable. I'm going to bring the trailer to here, and I'm going to drop it there, and then the Tega can grab it on its way back. And then I can recover this bad boy to go put the loading crane on, in addition to this bed. I think it'll take the loading crane too. I hope it'll take the loading crane. Oh, we're gonna go find out. Let's turn on the headlights. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, now the beacons are on. Now we're safe. I think it'll take the loading crane if I take that extra spare wheel off. But I don't want to have to... Oh, does that go... Oh, yeah. That is where I want to turn. Hang on. Back it up. Just doesn't look like a safe road, but I've come up this way, so going down's got to be perfectly safe. I don't want to have to dedicate an entire day's driving just to go recover all these trailers that I'm risking leaving lying around all over the place. You know what? Screw the horseshoe. We're just going to go straight down here. Oh, that was way easier. Easier, much less risky. Big Man's on sale for 20. I think that's what Ganondorf was. Zelda was 15 or 16. Ganondorf was 20 because he's a dude, so he charges more. Misogynistic. And I didn't find any place that had the pre-order available on Big Man, so I didn't. But I think I saw someone who had it listed as coming soon, so at least someone was going to carry it. And yeah, 20 to match Ganondorf, I think, is the vibe that I'd gotten off of. That one I'll get, because Big Man's awesome. But Laverne and Shirley, or whoever those other two were, they're cool and all, but I don't think they were new. I think they had a pre-existing two-pack, so if you wanted the 3 anchors, you could get them all now. But Big Man was the big attraction. Okay, there's the other truck up the hill. The other truck needs to make this drive anyway because it's got a trailer it's got to take back. But this is going to save us some time now. Wait, I think I have to take that one off. And then that opens up the room we need to put that on. Yeah, I remembered a thing. I'm like a genius! As I accidentally shut down the engine when I'm trying to turn on the headlights. Okay, toots, we're off. Actually, yeah, I've already confirmed, because I've driven past at least one of these put the rails here. This kind, you have to have the cargo crane. Yeah, if they are only the 2-slot kind and you've got them packed on your cargo bed, you can't just drive up and deliver them like they were normal cargo. You have to pick them up with the crane and set them down loosely in the area they go in. And then you go to the cargo delivery menu and say, yeah, it's here. You can fix it yourself. And then kabam, snap, they go into place. Oops, is that a toots? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to make toots a command. I got a couple other things that I might be able to use in its place. Getting a little load delay on my Sirenscape. Oh, there's the train. Whew, that was a long load. Let me go back to Steamhorn again. Ah, that's better. That's not a Steamhorn, though. There's the extra Steamhorn. Okay, now we're all caught back up. I think if you let Sirenscape sit idle for just a little too long, it takes a little bit to kind of re-buffer and re-authenticate and whatever it needs to do. I'll have to have very stern words with them. Yes, this will make a perfect final contract of the evening. I think this will actually make another 4-contract stream. I'm making some pretty good time here. Since I'm playing a bunch of other stuff too right now, I'm not cheating on everybody off stream like I normally do with this game. So I'm actually getting some extended streams out of these. For the record, I do now have the latest Mario, Super Mario Wonder. I have played it for approximately 3.74 minutes. I got through the the opening welcome to the Flower Kingdom, where you kind of walk through the kingdom and you see all the happy people and you steal a little bit of their cash as you walk by. And then you're introduced to the tiny little king, and then Bowser comes by and he's a total dick to everybody, and then you get the title screen. And then, bloom, you get dropped on the big overhead map that says, which world would you like to go to? And then at the time I said, nope, I'm out of time. I can't play anymore. Save game, quit. So that's all I've done. I got to do a tiny bit of jumping and a little bit of coin collecting. And I got to see a bunch of people. I got to pick my character. I'm playing as Mario in the first playthrough because it seems like it would be a crime. Especially since I haven't had many other Mario games. I didn't grow up a SNES or even a NES or a SNES kid for that matter, so I got some Mario to make up for. But it sounds like between Nico and 100 Years, and maybe we can even talk Sandwich into this at some point. We can get a great big 4-player multicast going at some point. That would be cool. Hey everybody, come with me! We're going to the train station. Toot toot! Where's my train horn? There it is. I don't hear the train. I push the button. I don't hear my train. Oops, I think I just pushed a couple of buttons at once. This could get ugly. 4-player Mario? I wonder what that would be like. I bet it's like 1-player Mario, but with 4. Actually, what I don't know is how, I'm going to call it level progression works. Torchlight was a little weird that way, too. You know, if you jump into a 4-player game together, does one player, are they the owner of the progress? Wow, it finally came through. Wow, Sirenscape's going slow on me today. Or does everyone get credit for any worlds that are completed, maybe, on your own list, or... I don't even know how 1 player tracks it at the moment because I haven't gotten far enough through the game, but as a developer especially, I have a lot of questions about how 4-player works. Because I got the impression that it's a drop-in, drop-out, which I'm guessing means if you join, if you're there when a level is completed, it goes on your permanent record, whether you were there at the beginning or not, and then if you're playing solo with that same character later on, I definitely hit the train button too many times in a row. That's okay, it'll catch up. So yeah, I've got my Mario that has now no credit for anything except making it to the world map. If I jumped on to, like, you and 100 were playing on World 4-1, if I just jumped in, we completed World 4-1, and then I ran out of time like normal, and I came back. Then the next time I play solo, do I have 4-1 completed? But I can't go there myself because I don't even have World 1-1 complete yet. But when I finally get there, it's already done and waiting for me. I have so many questions. And honestly, the answers don't matter, really, so much. But I have the questions nonetheless. Plus, I got a bit of a drive to get to the temporary train station over here, so I may as well ask them out loud. You can choose to race. Okay, I've seen that. There's the race. I think there's also a mode where it's not just a race, but whoever can collect the most coins along the way. But is there such a thing as basically just co-op mode where you're all working together just to get to the far end of the level? Or is it always competitive like that? Or at least semi-competitive? There you go. Knocked it down without even touching it. It would also be kind of fun to do some more Scott Pilgrim. I really enjoyed that game. I'm not a huge beat-em-up type, but I've got Scott Pilgrim, and I've got the Turtles one, Shredder's Revenge. I think that's the most recent one. I actually really like both of those. My attention span for the beat-em-ups like that does tend to be pretty low, so I think 2 is all I can really keep track of on my own. Oh yeah, that was over there was my original plan for how I get the long log trailer over to the long log camp. Before I completely screwed that up in the first 6 feet when I flipped the truck. So Get rid of that. Just put this new one in place. I think you can actually drive across this train bridge. Most of them in SnowRunner you can't. There has been one before that you could, so I'll give it the quick gamble here, because that definitely shortens things up a little bit if I can. And if I can't, it's not too far off the beaten path. I can just turn right back around, come up here, cross the bridge, and then go over. Sploosh! I think that time my Sirenscape splash actually cut in. No, you cannot drive across the bridge. Damn it. Like I said, it didn't. At least I didn't get too far off the beaten path before I had to turn around. That's okay. It's a short bypass. Oh, nope, I was wrong. I thought it made the Sirenscape splash, but it blended in with the in-game splash. But nope, we are just on super delay now. If I had extra free hands and maybe a second monitor hooked up, I could go do a refresh on that page to see if that might perk it up a little bit. You know what? I think I can get partway across this without crashing. Yeah, look at that. I managed to even get the refresh done. Okay, let's relaunch that page. Let's see if we can make noises a little bit faster. First, let me make this turn. I discovered last stream that this is actually a shorter route for getting where I want to be over here. Shorter and more direct. Oh, wait. Okay, it's not working because I have to reactivate the web audio context, because that's a thing you have to do. It's not doing it. Okay, now it's done it. Now it has done it. Let me bring that up top and try one more.
Oh, hi there. I surprise easily.
Okay, now we're responding to the button presses. Nope, just that one. We're broken again. Damn it. KDP! Hang on, I gotta put my focus back. There's my KDP button. KDP button works. Oh boy, there is some bouncing coming across those tracks. That can't be good. Ooh, can I drive across from this end, just not the other end? Service rail section. Oh god, these are 5 slot. Oops. Yeah, I definitely have the... I got the wrong bed for this. If I can drive across the train bridge from this end, do the delivery, and then come right back. I'm going to try doing it that way. 5-slot tracks on a 2-slot flatbed. Definitely not going to work. You just hover there for a moment. I'll be right back. Yeah, there's no blockade on this end, just the other end. But will I fit? If I fits, I sits. Okay, this is a dog trying to get its bone through the door. Nope, okay. Let's see. And then we're going to drop it down. We are going to spin you just a little bit. Let's extend you there. Yeah, I think this is going to work. I think this is going to come very close to working at any rate. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, crap. I may not be able to drive my nose through the other end, which means I need to get this thing out in front of me. Oh, no. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna drop it for the moment. Don't fall in the river. Don't fall in the river. Did it hook it? Oh man, the physics engine's kind of starting to freak out. Oh, this is going to end in such terrible heartbreak. This does give me an opportunity, though, to try to get this out in front of me, because I think it's going to need to be in front of me in order to actually deliver it. I'm having a lot of camera freak out. There we go. Okay. I can't... Oh god, I can't make the camera go anywhere I want it to. Ugh. It hits that bridge superstructure and just goes nuts. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, damn it. I needed to drive faster. Okay, everybody hang on. I had it lined up perfectly, too. Oh, God. Oh, no. The camera control is so bad with the bridge blocking it in the way. No, as soon as I come back to driving mode, it does this. Oh, this is so frustrating. Okay, camera, just hang out back here. Oh, over here. Okay, this is good. The physics engine is not happy with what's going on with the crane. But I think we're getting in the direction of where we want to be. Lower it just a little bit, but not too much, because I don't want it to hit the cab. Oh, this is 6 different flavors of poop. Okay, I tell you what, physics engine, we're gonna go back to seeing if we can get this. Okay, why can I? Oh, I know exactly what has happened, and I know why it is bad. I've reached the rotation limit in that direction. I need to rotate back the other way. I'm gonna go ahead and try carrying this back behind me like I had it before. I think it's happier that way. That may make it a little more difficult to do the delivery, but at this point, just getting it over there at all is going to be a win. Okay. Get over about there. Because now I don't think I can go forward or backwards without making some magic happen. Well, I could drop it down there and go pick it up with this truck and then drive around the long way. Unfortunately, that may become a very viable solution. I do know that the road goes right down there. It hangs far enough off the edge. Can I get at the front? No, don't pivot it that way. If it would pivot the other end. Old Bacon Face, welcome in. I started late, so I'm going late today. I have parked myself in a real pickle here. I'm trying to abuse the laws of physics. Not working out too great at the moment. I may have to drop this on the rocks below and do the drive of shame to go get it. I can get the front end of these rails to fit right in here. I can put it under pressure to get started that way. Once we're under practice, we got the dog trying to get his 6-foot-long stick through the sliding glass door happening here. Oh, pour one out for my homies. At least it fell all the way down to the bottom. Okay, well, all in the name of saving a handful of extra minutes. I have now completely corrupted this whole attempt. We're still going to use that one, but so just so I don't have to come back over here to come grab the second one after I'm done, I'm going to grab it right now. We're going to take it out the known safe way. Hey, XC, welcome in. I'm doing a little late for me, SnowRunner, today. We have just experienced a massive series of system failures trying to just drive this right across the train bridge, which we knew was a gamble. We were doing it just to see if we could, and as it turns out, no, we could not. We could get it through the first set of superstructure, but we couldn't get it to line up successfully to go through the second set, so we've thrown it to the rocks below. We're going to come back for that one in a couple of minutes here. I'm gonna just go ahead and prep this one here right now. In fact, you know what? I am going to drive this one over. I'm just going to deliver it since it's just the other side of that bridge, and then we'll come back to pick up the one that I had to throw to the rocks below. And then it goes on farther down the line over that away yonder somewheres. Don't you dare mess with me on this bridge. Thank you. Don't you pull an airplane with me and not fit. Dog stick it. Yeah, that sounds appropriate. It went really well through the first one, but then it got ever so slightly out of alignment on the second one, and then because of I was really hoping that thing would just break as I drove over it. Yeah, it then wouldn't line itself up correctly for the second one. Oh, okay, fine. Nothing else is going my way. I'll back up and drive the correct way instead. I hope you're happy, stupid tree. Yeah, those two sets of superstructure were just close enough together that I couldn't get it to line up to go through the second one. So here we are. My big worry is I get to this other end, and since I couldn't drive through that, I knew I needed this set of tracks out in front of me, and it just wasn't gonna happen. Oop, no, go up, not down. There you go. How about there? How you like that? Nope, it did not like it. What I really don't want to hear is that I do need to actually deliver it on a flatbed. I thought this was the kind that you set it in the yellow box. No, are you gonna do me dirty? Oh no, there it is. There's cargo management. Whew! I was getting worried. Remember how hard and what a miserable time I had doing this before? I'm going to do it again. Ooh, that hurt. Not enough for me to care, but yeah, it hurt. There we go. Just so I can scream out, "Screw you, bridge!" Oh, man, there was a third set of superstructure I was going to need to get through. Yeah, that would... Well, it didn't work already, but it certainly wasn't going to work if I had to do it the third time. Oh, now I'm trapped on the train. Now I'm trapped on the rails. I'm a train forever. Oh, there we go. There's my train button. Okay, let's go find where I temporarily stored this piece down here.
2 minutes, Nico.
2 minutes, Nico! Yeah. This button, I want you to attach. You're already on the job. I'll catch you up back here in the chat. The Gnome Safeway, especially here in Scandinavia. Let's see. I did that with yours too. Doubled up the load on the trailer, the vehicle bridge, and the top one shifted just enough. Oh no! Oh yeah, I was prognosticating earlier. Hey, was this the 2-slot size, or is this the... I was thinking at the time 4-slot size. That, well, you know, just in case it's the 2-slot size, I'm going to put the 2-slot flatbed on this guy with the loading crane. This is going to be great. It's going to work awesome. And, you know, if it's the bigger one, then, yeah, maybe I'll just break down and do them one at a time. And it's not going to be a big deal. Piece of cake. Here we go. And then, yeah, that very first one, I just couldn't get to line up for the second superstructure. Nothing to say. Build all those bridges on the other levels. Now it's time to reap what you sowed. Bridges are nothing but paint. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. They also hate airplanes. That was the big lesson on Monday night stream. Though I kind of liked learning that lesson the hard way. I don't care how heavy this is. I'm just going to let it drape over the side. No, I'm lying. I kind of do care how heavy it is. I'm going to at least line the crane back up. There we go. Leave. And you're going to want to head... And you know, actually, if I could have gotten the first one to line up like this, it probably would have gone just fine. But I couldn't get it to line up like this at all. How the hell did I do it this time? Oh well. All it has to do is rotate a tiny bit and it would jam up anyway. So that's fine, whatever. But I believe the other one is down here, not far. It's just past the garage. The repair facility. It's not a garage over here. But I think it's within sight of the pavement even. That's super easy. But yeah. I liked learning that, oh, holy crap, that plane fuselage doesn't fit even in the wide highway bridge. We're going to have to go around. And oh no, look, there's even more highway bridges once you get to the other map. We need to get creative. That was fun. This one I knew up front it wasn't going to work, but I needed to prove that to myself, and so, mission accomplished. Fortunately, despite all of the monkeying around, we're actually doing really well on fuel, so I'm not going to have to stop for that. We can get this mission wrapped up. And then it's end of your first workday ice cream celebration around here. Anybody who can make it over in the next 15 minutes or so is welcome to. You will be asked to sit outside, though. Also, there will be no ice cream for you. But you're welcome to come and sit on our porch. Unless you take advantage of that, and then the police will be notified. No pumpkin spice frosty. Absolutely not. I would make the joke about, hey, you know, if Wendy's delivered, you can arrange that. I think DoorDash does Wendy's. But nothing seems like a worse idea to me than crowdsourcing a Frosty that way. I assume if I'm lucky, it would be a milkshake by the time it got here. Realistically, well, I would say chocolate milk, but in this case it would be pumpkin milk. And pumpkin milk can suck it. Back to an 8-wheeled vehicle, so I'm still... Hey, there's my delivery point all lit up like a yellow Christmas tree. I'm just gonna have to jimmy with it to give me the cargo management prompt to formally complete my delivery. I do notice that my crane attachment, while not perfect, is much less physics freaky right now. Actually, you know what? Okay, I could have dipped in there to repair for free, but that's just asking for trouble with this attachment I've got. And I could have just gone over with that trailer right there and made everything easier. Easy's not what I get paid the big bucks for. Everyone stand by for bumpy. Actually, no, I don't even need to go across the broken pavement. I'm just going to cut over to the rail siding right here. Apparently, I'm just going to drive through that water a little bit. That's why I put it there, to soften the blow a little. Oh, haha. They sort of built this as a bypass for driving through the broken pavement. That broken pavement really isn't a problem. I just know I needed to be over here to do my delivery. Well, let me just cut right over. Yeah, it will, since the crane's kind of leaning on that side anyway. Oh, this time it went straight to the cargo management button. That's good. I'm prepared for it to just bitch and whine at me if I don't have enough of it inside the yellows. So I'm going to go ahead and let it rotate. What angle do I want? This is the angle it's close to what I want. We're going to go into RP mode here and get it. I'm going to drop it real close to where it belongs. Hang on, I gotta have fireworks ready. Woo! Mission accomplished. Now the station should be able to handle any incoming trains. Great job. The film studio will be happy that work can resume. Oh, is that going to give me access to more of the movie contracts? Oh, I got something unlocked. But it is not the movie contracts. It's not. It shouldn't be that one either. Nope, just wanted to double check, but it did unlock one more here. Collecting waste. That sounds enjoyable. Bring a bunch of garbage to the recycling plant. And so what is the... Oh, this little dude right here. That one apparently was the train station warehouse. Oh, that'll open up more warehouse access. Yeah, we're going to sign up for that one next. But for tonight, oh man, it's 8 p.m. I have run out of time for tonight's excitement. Let me start doing some cleanup. There we go. Gonna save my progress there. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, Nico. 2 minutes, Nico. Balloons. That gets me and Link. We're all done for the night. We are going to go have celebratory ice cream. We're going to see what makes Ganondorf and Zelda tick. Well, now it's late enough. I'm probably not going to have time to go experiment with Wander. So maybe I'll do a little bit of Wander tomorrow after Pathfinder, but probably not on stream. Oh yeah, this is nice and cold. Awesome. A Link to the Future. That should be the first Zelda game. Oh, the old bacon face. That should be the first Zelda game on Switch 2, or I think they're going to the codename NS for New Switch right now. I don't know, whatever it is. That should be A Link to the Future should be the next game. Okay, nice and cold. Oh boy, that's good. If that had a little cream, or a little what I have right now, some sugar-free hazelnut. Mrs. Jedi got me the sugar-free caramel, salted caramel, I think. That one's in queue, but I got to finish the other one first. And as for Nintendo, yeah, I don't know. Whatever the supposed made-up internal name for the Switch 2 is, which of course they don't admit actually exists yet, even though they were talking about a lot of things that are going into it, then that is going to be their first Zelda game. I would not expect it to be a launch title, though, since Tears of the Kingdom just released. But I'm more than happy for them to surprise me. I would still love to see kind of a March to May release window for the new one, but they probably going to need to announce it by the end of this month if it's going to happen early. I don't think it's going to go all the way to 2025. I am almost... Oh, XC, now you're doing this on purpose. There you go. Thank you. I mean, it's also getting low too. That means I gotta get signed out fast for Garl. That's Saturday. Saturday we are avenging Garl for certain. Hey, hey, hey! There you go. You let him rock and roll. I don't know, all of my industry insiders, which aren't inside any industry, it's just kind of the average of the people that babble onto the internet that I listen to, seem to think it's somewhere March to August. This is tomorrow night and last night. Hey, just 2 on the video clip. I don't know why they cut it off there, but that's what we go with. So yeah, tomorrow I'm probably going to play some Wonder, but it is almost definitely not going to be streamed because I'm going to be tired, and there's an Avs game, and it comes right after my Pathfinder, so probably won't happen. Friday might be, because Friday I'm supposed to be done with all of my onboarding tasks. That one may be a hard push if there's still some hour-and-a-half long videos that I got to get through all day long. I might stream a little bit Friday. Otherwise, Saturday... we're going to return to the Sea of Stars. Garl is going to be avenged. Friday, I actually may do my little bit of housekeeping in Sea of Stars just to make sure that I've got everything set up that we need in order to go take on the Fleshmancer in their castle. Maybe I'll do that. Probably won't stream that one either. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. But Saturday should kick off with us heading for the Fleshmancer's Castle just to go see what's out there and kick a little Fleshmancer ass. I think is what's going to go on there. And then Sunday, there's a small chance I might stream a little bit, but it depends on Mrs. Jedi's intern work stuff schedule. She may need me to drive a bunch of stuff around because I've got the bigger car. Anyone home, Fleshmancer? Okay, bye. Well, that may be how it ends. I don't know. That could be the end game. Boom, boom, boom. We knock down the door and castle's empty. Our Fleshmancer is in another castle, and so game's over. Gotta wait for the sequel. I would kill for a sequel. But if I can finish off Sea of Stars this Saturday, which is the 11th, then Saturday the 18th is the day after Super Mario RPG comes out, and we're going to swap one RPG for the next, and I'm going to take off and go with Super Mario there. That's the big plan. That's what I'm shooting for. Mario needs to avenge Garl as well. So that's the plan. That gets me covered today. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I'm not even going to bother to look for a raid right now unless someone happens to be on, and in the next couple of seconds they announce, hey, come raid me, but I don't know why you'd be watching me and screwing around with doing your own thing at the same time. But also, I'm a big liar, so I'm going to pop open my list real quick, just because it's not that hard to do. Oh, you know what? I've actually got two. Zorshix is a SnowRunner legend. He's actually playing a little bit right now. Or good friend of the show, It's Miller Time. He is actually streaming right now. He works a KDP style shift. He wakes up not long ago. He does a little bit of streaming, and then he goes to work. I think he goes to work at midnight his time, somewhere east-ish from now. So he streams for probably not more than another hour right now. He's playing some Farming Simulator, which is kind of a good companion game to SnowRunner. Maybe I could... Sea of Never-Ending Saturdays. That's what it's turned into. You know what? Let's raid It's Miller Time. I don't think I've gotten to raid him before. I know that I raided Zorshix. Let me start typing in a few things. This will be fun just to check in with him real quick like. There we go. It's Miller Time. Select that. Pop that open. Let me drop this into the corner. And let me say, there's so many things I have to push. Pushing buttons is dumb. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, there we go. Off to see It's Miller Time. Playing a little Farming Simulator. He definitely plays a lot of SnowRunner too, but he's big on doing logging in Farming Simulator right now, which is kind of actually fun to watch because it's not traditional farming. The farming part of the game gets a little boring for me because I suck at it. But shh, no one tell anybody just in case I decide to stream that again later. Let me fire up the disco music. I'm going to throw you at a little bit of an end screen, and then we'll raid on in, wave, say hi, and then go get yourself some ice cream. It's the least you deserve for putting up with me for the evening. I'm waiting to see if the music kicks in. If the music doesn't kick in, we're just going to go without. There it is. I was having a little timing trouble tonight. I'm going to have to kick it in the ass for Saturday. So, see you Saturday, everybody. Back to the Sea of Stars. Let's get that wrapped up, and I'll catch you next time.